just die? Perfect. Please stand by. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Emily if you are new here, and you probably are. If you're not new here and you're a returning viewer from back in 2022 when I used to make lifestyle videos, this channel is undergoing a little bit of a refresh. Today is Thursday, October 31st. It is the morning, so I am filming this before I start work for the day, but I wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about what I'm going to be doing over the next 30 days. So this year, for the very first time, I'm going to be participating in NaNoWriMo Challenge, November Writing Challenge. The organization itself has been in some hot water as of late. I'm not going to get into it, but if you're curious, you can Google it. I won't be participating with the formal organization this year, but I am still doing a November Writing Challenge because I've never done one before, and I'm recently getting back into one of my passions, which is creative writing. It's taken me a long time to be able to get back to it, but I am here now, and this November I will be working on writing 50,000 words of my current work in progress, which is a story about travel between worlds. It has magic in it. It centers on three main characters: our female main character Isabel, our love interest Nestor, and our second female main character Lucy. At the time of recording this, I have not developed my blurb or my book pitch very well because I only have 19,000 words, but I'm gonna give it a shot. It's a fantasy novel. It's a little bit of portal fantasy, but less like Narnia, more like Stardust is kind of how I've been pitching it, and I'm really excited to get into writing it this month. As it stands, I have 20,000 words or so, a little under actually, written for this current draft, and I'm hoping to get at least the entire story written out, definitely not in its final form, but completely written out, drafted if you will, for the end of November. It's a really ambitious goal. As I said, I am just getting back into writing, so I maybe am stretching myself a little bit too thin here trying to write 50,000 words, but I have a couple of criteria to keep in mind to kind of prevent myself from going a little off the rails with this or losing momentum on this challenge. Couple things. I'm basically going to talk about how I'm defining the challenge, because there is technically a formal definition for the challenge. I am riffing on that a little bit. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about how I'm tracking my progress and what my plan is for actually writing 50,000 words, because a goal without a plan is just a dream. And while this has been a dream for quite some time, I do actually want to make good on my commitment to this challenge. So I have to make sure that I set some things in place first to make that possible. Formally, the NaNoWriMo Challenge is to write 50,000 words of a brand new project from midnight on November 1st until 11:59 on November 30th. I am going to aspire to write 50,000 words between November 1st and November 30th. The next part is more personal goal because I don't do this enough, but I spend a lot of time in my room. I work 9 to 5 from home, permanent remote here in Toronto, and I often don't leave my house for days at a time, and then I wonder why I feel depressed. I've been enjoying writing in libraries and coffee shops, so I'm going to try to do that at least 4 times throughout this challenge, which I think is a very easy goal to achieve, so I feel a little bit better about setting it low. One thing I've learned from previous challenges that I've done, if I set the goal too high, it's just going to have the opposite effect. I'm going to end up feeling less motivated rather than more motivated. Setting goals that are achievable and not completely sky high will be critical, I think, in keeping the momentum that's required for a challenge of this nature. Next one, I kind of already said this, but write something every single day. I don't think that that's going to happen for me. I'm just going to say that right now. I do not think I will be writing that many words each day. Right now, as of October 31st, 2024, I would say my average is probably 800 to 900 words a day, which is still way better than it was in July, where it was like 500. But in order for me to not lose steam and become completely unmotivated, my goal is just to write something every single day. So I'm sure I'll have some days like I've had this month. I had a almost 5,000 word day, which was kind of crazy. And then I had other days where I didn't write anything. I'm hoping to do away with the days where I don't write anything, but if I can put even 100 words on the page every single day in November, that'll still be a marked improvement from what I'm doing now, which is kind of inconsistent progress. And then finally, it is that crying is okay, but quitting is not. So I want to remind myself that that is a natural part of the process. Getting frustrated is part of creating. There's nothing wrong with that. But I need to at least see this challenge through. I might not succeed, but I need to give it my very, 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 very best effort because I've wanted to do this for a really long time. I had friends that did this in high school. I thought that was so cool. I thought 50,000 words was so much, which it is, spoiler alert. But I never saw myself doing it until recently. I've started to follow a lot of creators on authortube. So I guess this is my formal request to join authortube. I'm really excited about my current work in progress and I love the community on here. So I'm hoping that we can build our own little corner of the internet over here where we talk about books and writing and occasionally some lifestyle stuff too. So that is what I'm doing for the month of November. I am very excited and I have one motto, I guess, that is going to get me through this month, and that is that perfect is the enemy of good. My friends and I are tracking virtually or digitally, I guess. This is the platform that we are using to do that. Also, I realized I've been talking for like 12 minutes and I have not had a single sip of my coffee. One second, let me just. I do plan on having some sort of written version of a tracker, and I've actually included it in the description box for you if you would like to use it as well. So this is my template. I have done little boxes for every 1,000 words that I write so that hopefully every day I'll have something to color in to track my progress. That sounds fun to me. I've linked it in the description box down below so you can just download a version of that file, print it out and color it in, or you don't have to print it out. You can also color it in if you have like an iPad, so that can be fun as well. I do not have an iPad, so I will be printing it off and coloring it in. I also included a November writing progress word tracker. I trial ran this in October. I have it like over my desk, which I don't know why I just pointed, you can't see it, but I have it over my desk and I've just been writing in how many words I've written every single day to kind of keep an eye on when I tend to be most productive, which brings me to my final point. I am not a morning person. I see myself mostly writing at night, basically. But I want to start getting into the habit of writing at different times to see if they work better for me so I can continue to fine-tune my process. I also plan on attending a lot of writing live streams from some of the wonderful authortube creators. So I'm not sure what day this video is going live, but tomorrow night, so November 1st, I am going to be joining Cody the writer, Brielle Writes, and Alyssa of the books on their live stream. Like, I'm attending it. I'm not going to be on it. I'm attending it to get some writing in on that very first day. And then I also have plans with a couple of my friends to meet up downtown and get some writing finished, either at libraries or coffee shops or something similar. Your friendly neighborhood third place. I'll be squeezing in lots of writing time. Prepare yourself for some more writing focused content moving forward. That's all from me today. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching if you're still watching. If you are, comment this emoji in the comment section down below, but let me know, are you doing a writing challenge this November? Are you nervous about it? Tell me a little bit about your work in progress if you feel like sharing. I am so happy to have you here, and again, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!